Hey everyone, so it's Friday, 5 a.m, heading to the airport to fly up to Queensland for XFC 60. So I'll check in with you guys a bit later, and I guess in this video I'm just trying to show you what some of the journey is like. I think you guys might have seen some of my previous vlogs where I've been in the corner, or you might have noticed that I've been doing commentary, but this weekend is a little bit different because I'm swapping the mic for the gloves and hopefully put on a bit of a show for you all. So irrespective of outcome, as long as there's a good showing, I think that's what the people want to see. So yeah, weight cut day today. Not a friend. My phone like zzz. Look at the boys are here. Coach and Percy no mercy. No opponent as well. Percy no opponent. We have landed in Brisbane. Hey, look at these guys, yeah. Everyone enjoying themselves. Meanwhile, here I am, eating air. What the hell is that? Could it be any larger? Percy just poured his own cup of water.
I don't even like water. I don't know why. Get it away from me.
Oh, shit. Alright, 12:46 Brisbane time, so it's 1:46 in Sydney. Just had a little bit of a rest. Weighed myself just before, 64.8, so 800 grams to go, and we're going to start that very shortly.
So,
Do you still want to fight?
you still want to be a fighter?
What's a little bit of next
Everybody wants to be a fighter until they start cutting weight.
That's when the demons come. The demons start telling you you're a bitch.
Oh,
The demons try and tell you you're a bitch, get out.
this is where you start thinking about your opponent,
Hey.
how you're gonna fuck him up. That's what I do.
Hey, he's going through the same things.
Oh man,
That's
there's
it.
no way he's handling it. It's one thing to know the theory, it's another
Feeling
to
good?
show it. Perfect. Perfect.
Another day in the office. Weight cut number 2,100,000 something.
Let's go.
Alright, I don't even know what's the time? So that was the first steam room session done to get shit going.
What time?
And now, yeah, I don't know how long that session was.
Where do we go?
It's always the way.
15 minutes, 15 minutes.
15. Never ask your coach what time it is or how long, because they'll tell you an answer and it'll always be more. So that's lesson number one. But hey, you never let it beat you here. So if your coach tells you 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 10. But I need to update everybody, and obviously you'll find out after anyway, because by the time this vlog gets up, you'll know that Percy lost his opponent. So Percy is here with us, looking shredded as always.
You?
Right? But his opponent, his opponent is a bit of a, well, it was a no-show. And unfortunately, hey, look, reality is these things happen in fight sports, right? And I know from being on the back end in commentary, promoters, I always ask for the card so I know who I need to research and who I'm talking about when I come into the fight nights, when I'm doing commentary. And I know for a fact that in New South Wales anyway, CSA goes, oh, you got 5 days before you need to submit your card. And it's like every promoter is like, oh, this is my final copy. Times 3, version 4, version 5. Oh, this is my final copy, right? So reality is injuries happen, pullouts happen, all these things happen. And, you know, unfortunately, so we got to the airport this morning and then what happened, Percy? Tell us.
Coach told me that, I'm not gonna say his name, he pulled out. You got the information last night, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't want to tell me because I was not gonna sleep. I was gonna fly myself to Queensland and go wake the other guy up for the fight. But it's all good. We'll catch him next time.
That's it.
And that's it.
So yeah, so look, from a team perspective, obviously it's never good, right? Because at the end of the day, now Percy's gone through a camp, he started his weight cut, misses out on an opponent. XFC obviously trying to find us an opponent last minute, but as the hours move on, it's more and more unlikely. And it's sad because the fans, like me thinking it as a fan, not just as Percy's teammate, but thinking of it as a fan, we miss out on a show tonight. These two boys were supposed to go and put on a show for everyone, and that's what we all miss out on. And in terms of Australian MMA, you see me at these promotions commentating and all these sorts of things. The Australian level is going up and up and up, and it's a shame that we don't get to see it tonight. Hopefully in the future we get to see it, but who knows what happens. There's always cards happening, and look, Percy's looking for another challenger. We can't put everything on hold to wait for one person. We'll take whoever's coming next, right, Percy?
Yeah.
That's it.
Whoever wants smoke, me and Coach.
Hey.
Already.
Coach is, we changed the fighting name. Now it's Percy, no opponent.
No mercy anymore. And then we got Cass. So Cass almost missed out on an opponent too.
Almost.
The
goalposts have changed, but the end result's going to be the same.
Yeah, so Cass is still on weight, professional, unfortunately, for whatever reason. And look, weight cutting is not easy, you know, not everybody wants to do this. And a lot of people say that they want to fight, and then when you realize how much you go through to just get to the fight, right? And as you can see, things happen, whether it's in training. Like I was saying to Percy last week, is like, it's almost a very unfulfilling week because you want to go, but you can't. Because you want to be professional, you don't want to get injured in training, you want to make sure that you can turn up irrespective of what happens, so you have to taper.
And as well in a tactic perspective, you know, when, like, especially our team, we prepare everything like in minimum of details, and now we are always ready to fight everyone, and everyone knows that in the Australian scene and around, but you invest like 2 months to prepare a specific guy with a specific style and kind of, you know, throws everything out of the window because you want to show what you prepare in the camp. You know, his opponent was a guy with so much more experience and long time around and everything, and now maybe we need to completely change style in the last you know 24 hours and adapt. So that's the part, you know, but we're gonna get the job done no matter what.
That's it. All right, so I'm gonna check my weight soon, but it's all been pretty good. I weighed myself this morning. I was 65.3. Cut obviously water last night, but cut food yesterday. And then what else? I weighed just before. I was 64.8 already. So
Good
hopefully
job,
that's it. Yeah. So actually, shout out to Christoph, because when the fight got booked, he actually messaged me, and so I had a bit of a back and forth with him. And you know, for me, the plan was probably a little bit different to what some other fighters might have to do. You know, some fighters might have to cut carbs or fiber or all these sorts of things. But you know, my game plan was pretty sweet. You know, like I had to drink a specific amount of water, which I did, and then you know, now we're in the cutting phase, and hopefully tonight I will look shredded, the most shredded I've ever looked in my life. That's it. And then the refuel, which is the fun part. We were just talking about walkout songs. So, Percy, what were you going to walk out to tonight if you were fighting?
Joey, Alright, ready to rub it in?
Yeah, sorry.
No opponent.
I was gonna walk out to Joey B. Gorilla.
And why?
He kept me in a mind state where I wanted to knock out anyone that was in front of me. Every time I listen to that song, I just think of violence. That's what I was working out.
And Cass, what are you walking out? What are you walking out to?
I'm walking out to Rihanna. Bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money. That's it.
So I've got a very opposite to what most people will do for a walkout song. So most people, when they have a walkout song, lately at least at all the shows I've been, it's always been hip hop, Eminem, like, you know, rap.
Yeah.
Right? I'm walking out to an 80s classic called "The Glory of Love" by Peter Cetera.
That's
It's a song from Karate Kid 2. Alright?
Oh, snap.
And so there's a story behind this. So back when I was working at Toyota Motor Corporation, friends of my team or my managers and my things like that, they knew that I was always into martial arts.
Yeah.
And so then they used to have this thing where whenever we'd have to go and present, you know, there'd be a walkout song. And so then they were talking about what was the walkout song that you're going to present.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, Johnny, you should be Karate Kid. Back then I had like this Nokia phone from work. And so then I downloaded the ringtone for like just that part. I am the man who will fight. And so every time my phone would ring, that's what would play. And so when I bust out tonight, it'll be complete mood killer. Everybody's thinking it's gonna be like pumped up, and then they're gonna hear this, you know. What the fuck is this?
Absolute
Tonight
balance.
it's very clear.
If it pumps you up, then hey.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to be pumped up. I got too much energy. I need composure. I need to calm down. Thanks to Brisbane for turning on the tears of the vanquished. It's raining here. Alright, so about to head to the weigh-ins. Now here we go. Done. Now we eat. Can't wait.